Good evening, everyone. Paul Temple here from the Diamond Light Network. This is our Sunday evening. It's our regular Sunday evening heart circuit activation, but I'm actually going to teach a second level of the heart circuit practice tonight that is about a heart protection. And so those of you who are familiar with the basic practice, this goes into a second level of the Heart Light teachings that, as I say, offer this sense of protection. So if we get into a space where, particularly if you're an empath or an intuitive and you're getting overwhelmed with energies that you don't really want to be getting caught up in, this is a simple, powerful, and beautiful practice to help keep those unwanted energies out of your energy field, out of your heart field. So for those of you who aren't familiar with this practice, the heart circuit practice is a teaching that has come to me through my intuitive guidance. And it's a very simple but powerful practice to help us remember the great power in our heart centers. Now, when I speak of the heart, I'm not talking about the anatomical heart, and I'm not talking about the heart chakra. I am talking about the seed of light that is the heart center. And it is known as the seed of divine consciousness, the seat of the soul. It's this pearl of light, as we call it, that is in the center of the chest, of the energy field. It's actually in the heart chakra. The Vedic teachings refer to it as the bindi in the heart chakra. And this heart center is the place that we know of sort of colloquially as the center of love, of truth, our sort of spiritual purpose and connection. And it is all those things and much, much more. It is the place where our soul is seated in our body, but also our Akashic memory, our soul memory, is encoded in that seed of light. And, the heart center, it is also a very sensitive center because it is that place where we recognize our sensitivities to subtle energy, to intuitive awareness, to telepathic communication. And our hearts, the collective human heart, has very much been shut down over actually eons and eons of time because we have been through a very, very horrific and dark period of human earthly history with war and oppression and corruption and slavery and just, we know this history and it's just been, and it's shut down our hearts. It shut down the hearts of our ancestors. And this is the sort of the imprint of the heart that we received coming into earth, was that of our ancestors. And speaking of our ancestors, a big event is coming up actually a week from tonight. Next Sunday night, I will not be doing this free live stream because next Sunday night is a very, very magical night. All Hallows Eve, Samhain it's called, Halloween in some traditions. This is it's a cross quarter in the ancient calendar, and it's the time in the kind of earth cycle where we move into that phase of death of the underground. The leaves all come from the trees and the energy from the trees all go down into the earth. And this is what that cycle, in the cycle of life and in the cycle of the year represents, is when we move into that underground phase through the winter and then are reborn in the spring. So in our Western calendar, the winter solstice, when we say winter begins, is actually midwinter. It's the peak between Samhain and Candlemas, which is February 2nd. So anyways, I'm getting lost in complexities here. But I am doing on that night a very beautiful, powerful teaching practice. It's one of the most popular practices that I've been doing for many years. And it's an ancestral healing, because in that time of All Hallows Eve into All Saints Day is a time when the veils are thin and when we can connect with those ancestral energies. So we will do this practice of ancestral healing. There may be incest in your ancestral healing. And we'll connect into the web of our ancestral Akashic energy field and help clear that and open it. Because in indigenous cultures, our ancestors are meant to be spiritual allies. But our culture has become so wounded and dysfunctional. Our ancestors had to suffer so much to survive on Earth through this dark time that our ancestral strands are kind of stuck and murky and dysfunctional and full of pain and trauma and fear. So this is a practice where we go in and help heal and open that so we can be the ones that our ancestors dreamed of. So we'll probably put a little blurb of that up in the news line for this, but beautiful event. You can learn more about it on our Facebook group, Diamond Light Network. It's also up on the website, diamondlightnetwork.com. But I hope you'll join us for that next week. Very deep, beautiful, powerful practice moving into the Akashic field. So wherever I was there, our practice for tonight is about activating the heart center. This is a way that we come to reconnect with our heart, to remember our hearts, remind ourselves into heart space, integrating heart and brain consciousness, and remembering that our hearts are connected to all things through this circuitry of light that we will work on. So, again, indigenous people who carry the earth's wisdom say all things are connected, and it's through the heart that this connection happens. So through this circuitry that will work, activating the heart circuit, we will connect into that, and then we'll move into the next layer where we will build this heart protection geometry. So enough said. Before I move into the practice, I want to show you some images. There are two parts to the practice. The first is a visualization. And as are in many Vajrayana Tibetan Buddhist practices, there is a visualization and then there is a mantra practice. And I should say this is not a traditional Tibetan Vajrayana practice, but it is kind of rooted in Vajrayana practice. So there's a visualization, and then there is a mantra practice. So first we're going to show you, there we are, we're looking at the image there. So this is the first step, which is the heart circuit. You'll see there is an orb of light in the center of the chest. That's how we visualize that pearl of light, the heart center. And it's connected into the grid of light through 6 axes. Earth, going down to the earth, up to the sky, and then out horizontally to the 4 directions. That is the first step, which is the heart circuit. And then the second step that we'll move into, which is the heart protection, or we call them the double pyramids, is we will envision these double pyramids forming around us. And I want you to look at this carefully because we're going to be visualizing this. This is a more complex visualization. So again, it's rooted, it's based in the initial heart circuit, orb of light in the center of the chest and those axes, but connected into those axes are double pyramids, 2 pyramids base to base, one rising and the other descending. So the rising pyramid, the points are out from the horizontal axes, and the point is just above the head. And for the descending pyramid, again, the bases meet at that heart level with those heart axes, and the descending apex is just below the root chakra. So look at this concept, this image of the double pyramids, because we're going to be visualizing that in a little bit. I'm going to talk you through these, but I want you to get those images in your mind so that you can see them. All right, so we are back now. So we start by bringing our hands to our heart, to the center of the chest. You can close your eyes. Take a deep breath, inhaling, exhaling fully, emptying out. Again, inhaling fully and exhaling out, letting your attention come inside. And as you bring your hands to your heart, you can visualize that an orb of light that is your heart, much like this orb of light that is here in the center of the chest. The pearl of light is at the center of this orb, but as it glows and grows, it becomes this beautiful orb of diamond effervescence. And this is the first step, visualizing your heart as this orb of light. Visualization is a very powerful tool for activating energetic manifestation. Visualizing your heart as this beautiful orb of light. So then the next step is we build the circuit. So from that orb of light in the center of the chest, we send a spiral of energy down into the earth, down to the very heart of the earth, connecting, rooting into the heart of the earth. Feeling the earth receive and remember you, because you are inseparable from the earth. Your heart and the heart of the earth are one. And then inhaling back up from the heart of the earth through your root chakra back into your own heart. So that axis of light, that descending axis, has two spirals of energy, one descending, one ascending, spirals dancing like a double helix, connecting your heart with the heart of the earth. And then on your next exhale, we send from that heart light up through the crown chakra, up into the sky, into the stars, into the heavens, up to the very heart of the universe. Connecting You are connected with the very heart of creation, the heart of the universe, with quantum consciousness. Inhaling back down through your crown into your heart. So again, in that axis of light connecting you with the heart of the universe, two spirals of energy, ascending and descending. And now your heart is connected in this portal, a conduit. Your spinal channels are this conduit of double helix spirals connecting the heart of the earth with the heart of the heavens and your heart. You are inseparable from these infinite primordial powers of creation. Now we move to the horizontal plane. I hold my arms out for this because at this plane of the heart, we send forth from the heart through the left hand, the left arm, sending a spiral of energy out across the earth into multidimensional space and connecting into the grid of light. The crystalline grid, the web of light, it has many names. We inhale back from the left into the heart, exhaling across to the right, sending energy out into multidimensional, the etheric veil, connecting into this web, luminous web of creation, inhaling back into the heart. So now we have axes, earth, sky, left, right, meeting in the heart, forming a great cross. Your heart connecting into this circuitry of luminous wisdom. And the final step of this first part is front and back, moving into 3 dimensions. So from my heart light, I send forward a beam of energy, spiral of light, across the earth into multidimensional space, connecting into the etheric web. Inhaling back, sending behind, connecting, inhaling back. So now 6 axes of light, earth, sky, left, right, front, back, connecting me into this jeweled fabric of the universe, of which every heart is an integral part. My heart is now a jewel in this woven web of light. Just sit for a moment, feeling yourself in this beautiful, luminous architecture. So now we move into the second level of the practice, which is this heart protector, these double pyramids that we looked at earlier. So I invite you to hold your hands out again, connecting with the imagery of this plane, this heart plane, where the 4 directions axes are connected into the heart center. And from the palms of my hands on those axes are the base of the rising pyramid, the ascending pyramid, So as I bring my hands up from this plane, I'm connecting with that pyramid and the apex of it that is just above the crown of my head. This is how I visualize that upper pyramid from the plane of the heart, horizontal axes, coming up to the apex above my head. And the same is front and back. So from each axis rises a side of the pyramid, 4 axes, 4 sides rising up, meeting that apex, forming the rising ascending pyramid. And then flipping the hands over, we generate the descending pyramid. From each axis, a line comes down to just below the root chakra of the descending apex, connecting, forming that descending pyramid. So 2 pyramids, base to base, looking like this, if you can see that. Two pyramids forming a double pyramid geometric 8-sided figure. So just holding yourself in this architecture. This double pyramid is an amplifier of your heart light. It is connected to the heart through the axes, and it both amplifies and protects. And I find particularly when I push my hands outward like this, it forms this protection. I'm saying, boom. So, wow. So when I'm feeling like overwhelmed, overloaded, I just spent some time in Salt Lake City in a busy, crazy, wild city action. And frequently I would just find myself needing to set up this energy field, set up this double pyramid to help protect, so that all the wild, turbulent craziness of other people's energies, emotions, and the streets and the cities and the signs and the noise, just hold it out. Using that pure light of my heart essence to generate and form this protective pyramid, double pyramid. In your mind's eye, holding that geometric architecture. The stronger the heart light becomes, the less it becomes vulnerable to outside energies. You become more stable in your soul, authentic self, your sovereign soul self. But still, you can build those pyramids to strengthen, center, protect, and amplify your own heart radiance. So that is the heart protection practice. The mantra that I'm going to work with moving into our sound practice is the Vajra Shield mantra. This is an ancient Tibetan magic mantra. It was a Torma gift from the great Tibetan teacher Padmasambhava, who offered this mantra as a way to create protection, light, strength in the heart, and protection from disease and delusion and the poisons, as they describe it, of the outer world. So as we do this mantra, it will help strengthen your heart shield, your Vajra armor. It's actually called the Vajra armor mantra. So it creates this luminous Vajra armor. So the Vajra is the Tibetan word, the Sanskrit word for that pure light, that pearl of light in our heart centers. So the Vajrayana teachings are about awakening, activating, strengthening that heart light. So as the words I speak, speak to your brain, to your conscious awareness in language. The vibration of the mantra and the bowls speak directly to the heart. They help awaken, activate, strengthen, generate this Vajra protection, this Vajra armor. So I invite you, as we move into the sound journey, just to let yourself receive the vibration of the bowls and the mantra, holding yourself in this beautiful luminous architecture, in this sacred space of double pyramids and heart circuitry.
Vajra
I call to the infinite, luminous heart of existence, the pure, indestructible diamond, Vajra, radiance that emanates perfect, loving awareness for all being. May everything be beneficial for all being. May everything be beneficial for all being. 속에 살지 마주 들어올라 펑판에 observing how you feel when you are connected into your heart center, when your heart center is connected into the luminous grid of creation, when you are immersed in this beautiful architecture of light, of your heart circuitry, and this beautiful protective pyramid, double pyramid. You can bring your hands back to your heart where we started. Remembering that orb of light in the center of your chest. The circuits, 6 axes of light connected into the luminous web of creation. And this beautiful double pyramid forming a protective shield around your beautiful, delicate heart space. So that is our practice for this evening. I hope you found it of benefit. That closing prayer that I did is called the dedication of merit. And with it, we took the beautiful energy that we created from awakening our hearts and connecting into the grid of this ancient memory of our primordial luminous essence. And I offer that out for the benefit of all beings in all realms. The Tibetans call this heart energy, when we practice, it's called bodhicitta, noble heart energy that gets generated when we connect into heart space. Beautiful love light radiance. So I will be here again on Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock. Yes, 7 o'clock Mountain Time. I'm in Boulder, Colorado. At 7 o'clock on Tuesday, we offer a sound temple, which is a less talk, more sound offering. Again, to heal, awaken, connect with that luminous light in our heart centers. It's important for humanity to remember their heart. You know, we've lost this connection with our heart. The heart's been sort of marginalized as this almost mythical, you know, sweet, poetic place. But it's very real. And as we begin to remember and connect with and integrate heart consciousness, it completely shifts who we are and how we understand and conceive of ourselves as beings on earth. So important both to do individually and collectively so that we can raise the heart of humanity and become a heart-centered species to create a peaceful and collaborative civilization here on earth. So you can keep in touch by joining our Facebook group, Diamond Light Network. We also have a website, diamondlightnetwork.com. The upcoming events, both the Tuesday event and the event next Sunday, the ancestral healing on All Souls Night, or All Souls Eve, is all posted there. I hope you will join us for those, and I hope you found this of benefit. Namaste, namaste. Thank you, thank you.